Well, by anyone's standards, The Who is one of the greatest bands of all time. At the center of it all, for more than 4 decades, lead singer Roger Daltrey. But last year, his voice was nearly silenced.
But tonight, on this Grammy nomination night, CBS 2's Lisa Siegel talks to him about the doctor that brought him back from silence.
We were kids and we were free. It was like a brand new road had been laid and no one had been down it before. Magic, absolutely magic. Everything, absolute freedom, because we were inventing it as we went.
They are The Who, by the mid-60s legendary, called one of the greatest bands of all time. And Roger Daltrey created his own legend to live up to, the impassioned vocals he became known for.
I had done some incredibly loud screaming and all those things that rock and rollers do.
He's come a long way from the small clubs he played to sold-out arenas. He had plenty of confidence in his career path, but surprisingly, he never felt that way about his singing.
My mates used to tell me I was good, but I didn't. I think all the way through my career, I've never liked my voice.
Until it was almost taken away. It was December of last year, the end of 6 weeks on tour, 30 shows.
Suddenly, my voice wasn't behaving in the normal way. I could kind of hit them. It was becoming hard work to sing.
Yes, 6 weeks before the Super Bowl, one of the biggest performances of his career, he was told it could have been the end of it.
People that I used to go to their concerts were showing up in my office.
Daltrey went under the care of Stephen Zeitels, director of the Mass General Voice Center and also a professor at Harvard Medical School. Among his patients, Julie Andrews, Steven Tyler, Cher. Now Daltrey would be added to the list.
When he came in, there were changes that were just the typical changes one would see, but then there were other surface changes on his vocal cords so that there was evidence of precancerous dysplasia.
It could have been cancer.
It was the week before Christmas when Daltrey went in for surgery.
I got depressed afterwards, after the event, after he did the operation. During what I call the big silence, that's when I got depressed, when I realised what it really would be like not to have a voice.
But he was lucky. The symptoms that were causing him so much trouble were from extreme voice use. It will be a Christmas he will never forget.
I had 2 weeks of silence all the way through Christmas and New Year's. Silence and no drinking. How's that for a good Christmas?
Merry Christmas. But then weeks later, this.
What was great about it, that was like the early days of rock and roll. For me, it's very much about, that might be the last time you do it, so just give it all you've got.
Roger Daltrey is not alone. In fact, the doctor estimates there are hundreds of thousands of people, if not 1 million people in our country who have problems with their voice, some even losing the ability to speak. And he says that doesn't need to happen.
We don't think about it. We take, people with voices take this for granted.
Right.
And I didn't realise these thousands of people have no voice at all. It must be hell to live that kind of life.
It's why Daltrey, Andrews, and Tyler are joining to support the Institute of Laryngology and Voice Restoration, a non-profit started by Dr. Zeitels' patients.
The state of the art has advanced so quickly in the last decade that the majority of things that are wrong can be actually fixed. People don't even realize that they can get their voice back.
Yes, new advancements in laser technology have led to amazing results in voice restoration. It's how Daltrey regained his voice. And now comes the next generation.
They can actually rebuild people's vocal cords.
A biomaterial that will actually probably repair or restore almost all human hoarseness, probably 80 to 90% of it.
With just one simple injection into a vocal cord, the gel will make the cord vibrate like it's supposed to, allowing someone to speak normally. For many, the first time in decades.
It will give people that have had no voice, not even a voice box, a voice again. And that's going to be an extraordinary achievement.
Roger Daltrey considers each day he's able to sing a gift. And as long as he takes care of that gift, Dr. Zeitels sees no reason for him to slow down.
He swears that he'll keep me singing into my 80s. I mean, it might upset some people, but it keeps me happy.
The gel to restore voices may be available to patients in just a few years. Now, tomorrow on CBS 2 News at 5, that and the new treatments available to help give people their voices back.